Okay. Hello. I've been tasked to answer some questions for the sake of this party, and for the sake of time, it's going to be one take, so we're just going to go with it. All right, question number one. Where was your first date? Okay, so if you ask me, there's a couple of answers. The actual first time that we spent time together would be the ski trip in Tahoe, where I paid for it. The first actual date that I would consider our date would be when we went to San Francisco with the Academy of Sciences, and then had dinner out that way. So depends on where you are. I think those are two different answers. Okay, next question. What is the first thing Laura does in the morning? The first thing that Laura does in the morning to let me know that she is awake is fart at me. If she doesn't, then she's not quite awake and she's about to go back to sleep. 100% locked in the answer. All right. Next question. What is Laura's favorite thing to spend money on? Um, 10 out of 10, 100% shoes. Climbing shoes specifically, but shoes in general. Laura likes to spend money on shoes. What is Steven's favorite thing to spend money on? I think it depends on when you ask, and where we are. Because I can tell one, 100% boba. And whatever my latest hobby is probably the correct answer. So whatever my latest hobby is where I spend the most money. Currently, it's always 3D printing. Next question. What Disney Pixar character best describes Laura? Could be racist. My answer is probably Mulan. Um, haha. Yeah. April, help me out on this one. I'm gonna defer to your answer on this. All right, next question. What is one thing that Laura can't live without? The answer to this is also climbing. For anyone that knows her, climbing is a pretty central part of our lives, and essentially most of our trips is for her to look for an excuse to go climbing. Most of our days off is that too. So yeah, Laura can't live without climbing. It gives a lot of purpose to life. What is one thing that Stephen can't live without? The correct answer here is Laura. What do I do that annoys her? Number one answer, obviously snoring. Um, Pretty stabbable offense in Laura's opinion. And so snoring is number one. Number two is I can't do the last step of anything I do. So I will do 80% of it, but the very last step does not get completed. And that annoys the hell out of her. Cool. Let's see. Next question. If I were to bring home a surprise meal for Laura, I would buy her question mark. Honestly, anything Asian. If we're going for comfort, anything Vietnamese. But in terms of close, it's not malatang because she doesn't like that. But like beef noodle soup, beef wrap from Noodle Street, or AJ's beef noodle, solid choices all around. What is Laura's love language? You guys should ask Laura to name all the different love languages. It's fun. But Laura's love language is 100% quality time. So spending time with her, carving out time for that, 100%. Laura's love language is quality time. Cool. If I could magically transport to anyone with Laura right now, I would choose. Honestly, I don't know. I think her answer would be like Mallorca for climbing, but I think currently Thailand sounds like a pretty cool adventure plus climbing, and all that. So yeah, I think somewhere climbing trip related. What do you love most about Laura? The correct answer here is her humor. No, actually, it's that she cares a lot. So at the core of it, everything she does, then she thinks she cares a lot about everyone else and her job and her friends and her people. And then she doesn't think she's a nice person, but at the core of it, she's like one of the nicest people, most caring people that I know, and that's why I love her. A lot of what she does carries through with this, as much as she wants to deny it. But yeah, it's that she cares about everything that she does, and she's truly passionate about things, and she's one of the kindest people that I know. Okay. Looks like we got multiple choice coming up the last end of it. We're choosing A or B. So we're gonna answer for Laura. The first question is sweet or salty? As Laura would say, sweet treat. So I think, generally speaking, she wants to choose cake. But if anyone's eating with Laura, she knows that she loves her salt. So a little bit of both, but I think it leans towards sweet. Next question, beach or mountains? Cool. Everyone in this room should know it's 100% mountains. We don't like the water. Or Laura doesn't like the water. So 100% mountains. Let's see. Next question, night out or stay in? I think it depends on the mood. So Laura loves going on a night out more than I do. But there are times when she's down to just stay in and read books for like 4 days straight. But I think she enjoys nights out more because we do less of it. Next question, early bird or night owl? 10 out of 10, early bird. Night shift is killing her. Please switch to day shifts. She does so much more productive when she wakes up at like 6 a.m. rather than 6 p.m. In-store or online shopping? I think for Laura, online shopping is the preferred method just because we don't do that much in-store. But there's some things that you just do in-store. So online shopping probably. Brunch or dinner? I think we're too lazy to line up for brunch. And most of our favorite foods are dinner foods, not brunch foods. So of these two, I would choose dinner. Cool. And then for me, I got salty or sweet. Definitely salty. Some sweets are okay. I eat very little ice cream, but definitely salty foods. Beach or mountains? Same thing. Everything we do is in the mountains, skiing, climbing, all that. So definitely mountains. Night out, stay in. I definitely stay in. Everyone, including Laura, knows that I'm very okay not seeing the outside world for like 4 days straight. I can play games. Early bird, night owl. Also super easy. Night owl, I am very okay being awake at till 4 a.m., but I cannot wake up at 6 a.m. In-store or online shopping? I like the convenience of online shopping, but there's some things I like to do in-store because I'm at a point where I like to see things in person. So currently 50-50. Brunch and dinner, last question. Dinner. Most of my favorites are also dinner. Brunch is nice and all, but it starts tasting kind of samey. But yeah, dinner. Cool. I think that's the end of the video. Thank you everyone for hanging out with Laura. Thanks Alice for putting this together. Thanks everyone else for coming. I hope this is not weird. Bye-byes.